turn to section 4.
You will hear lecturer talking about the revival of lost languages through art.
First, you have some time to look at question 31 to 40. Now listen carefully and answer question 31 to 40.
Art has become a transformative force in reviving and preserving lost and endangered languages. Around the world, linguists, artists, and communities are using creative expressions to reconnect with their ancestral tongues and cultural heritage. This intersection of art and language not only raises awareness of linguistic diversity but also serves as a powerful medium for cultural healing and preservation. Visual art is one of the most visible forms of this revival. Artists incorporate forgotten words and scripts into murals, paintings, and sculptures, bringing them into public spaces where they can inspire curiosity and pride. For example, in New Zealand, Maori artists have infused traditional carvings and textiles with indigenous language phrases to celebrate and preserve their cultural identity. Similarly, in the United States, Native American artists use pottery and beadwork to tell stories in their native languages, ensuring that their traditions remain vibrant. Music plays an equally vital role in this movement. Indigenous musicians create songs in nearly extinct languages, combining traditional rhythms with contemporary genres to reach a wider audience. These songs are not only a means of preserving the language but also a way to connect younger generations with their heritage. For instance, Sami artists from Scandinavia blend their ancestral tongue with modern electronic music, ensuring the survival of their linguistic traditions while keeping them relevant. Digital technology has further accelerated this trend. Interactive apps, online art galleries, and virtual exhibitions provide new platforms for sharing and teaching endangered languages. For example, augmented reality installations allow users to experience traditional stories narrated in native languages, making learning an immersive experience. These tools ensure that language revival is not limited by geography and can reach global audiences. However, challenges remain. Many of these languages were marginalized through colonization and systemic suppression, leading to stigma and a loss of fluent speakers. Additionally, the documentation and teaching of these languages require significant resources and community involvement. Despite these hurdles, the use of art to revive lost languages reflects a profound commitment to cultural resilience. It's a celebration of identity and a bridge between past and future, showing that the stories, values, and knowledge embedded in language can thrive once more.
That is the end of section 4. Now, you have half a minute to check your answers. Now turn to section 4.
You will hear lecturer talking about the rise of minimalist lifestyles.
First, you have some time to look at question 31 to 40. Now listen carefully and answer question 31 to 40.
In recent years, minimalist lifestyles have gained significant popularity as people increasingly prioritize simplicity and intentional living. Minimalism, often characterized by decluttering physical spaces and focusing on what truly matters, is more than just a design trend. It is a philosophy that challenges the modern culture of consumerism, one of the primary drivers of minimalism is the growing awareness of the negative effects of materialism. As individuals feel overwhelmed by excessive possessions, many have turned to minimalism to regain a sense of control and mental clarity. This approach emphasizes the idea that owning fewer things can lead to greater satisfaction and freedom. By discarding items that do not add value to their lives, people create physical and emotional space for meaningful experiences. The minimalist movement also aligns with environmental consciousness. By reducing consumption and reusing or repurposing items, minimalists aim to lower their ecological footprint. For example, the buy less, buy better philosophy encourages investing in high quality, durable products instead of inexpensive, disposable ones. This practice not only benefits the environment but also supports a more sustainable economy. Minimalism is also about managing time and energy more effectively. Digital minimalism, for instance, involves limiting the use of technology to reduce distractions and focus on personal growth. Many minimalists adopt practices such as mindfulness and meditation to enhance their sense of purpose and well-being. However, transitioning to a minimalist lifestyle can be challenging. It requires significant effort to let go of long-held attachments to possessions, habits, or societal expectations. Additionally, minimalism is sometimes criticized for being a privilege, as not everyone has the financial resources to invest in fewer but higher quality items. Despite these challenges, the rise of minimalism reflects a broader shift toward intentional living in a fast-paced world. People are discovering that fulfillment lies not in accumulating more but in appreciating less. As this movement continues to grow, it is likely to inspire further innovation in sustainable living, mindful consumption, and holistic well-being.
That is the end of Section 4. Now, you have half a minute to check your answers. Now turn to Section 4.
You will hear lecturer talking about how coral reefs are indicators of ocean health.
First, you have some time to look at question 31 to 40. Now listen carefully and answer question 31 to 40.
Coral reefs are often called the rainforests of the sea due to their incredible biodiversity and vital role in marine ecosystems. Beyond their beauty and ecological importance, coral reefs act as critical indicators of ocean health. By examining their condition, scientists can assess broader environmental issues affecting marine life. Coral reefs thrive in warm, shallow waters with stable conditions. However, they are extremely sensitive to changes in their environment, making them reliable barometers for ocean health. For example, coral bleaching, a phenomenon where corals expel the algae living in their tissues due to stress, is often linked to rising sea temperatures. This bleaching indicates not only the immediate stress on corals but also broader issues like global warming and climate change. Pollution is another factor impacting coral health. Runoff from agriculture and urban areas introduces chemicals and sediments into the ocean, smothering reefs and disrupting their delicate balance. Additionally, overfishing and destructive fishing practices disturb the intricate food web that coral reefs support. When coral reefs suffer, it is a signal that marine ecosystems are under severe strain. Ocean acidification is another major threat, caused by increased carbon dioxide absorption in seawater. This process reduces the availability of calcium carbonate, a crucial component for corals to build their skeletons. Weak or dying coral structures often reflect a larger problem of oceanic chemical imbalances, which can harm other marine organisms that rely on similar conditions. Efforts to protect coral reefs are essential for maintaining ocean health. Marine protected areas, restoration projects, and community-led initiatives are helping to preserve these vital ecosystems. Technological advancements, such as coral gardening and artificial reefs, also show promise in mitigating damage and promoting regrowth. In summary, coral reefs are not just vibrant underwater habitats but also critical indicators of ocean health. Their well-being provides a window into the broader challenges facing marine environments, including climate change, pollution, and overfishing. Protecting coral reefs is not just about saving one ecosystem, it is about safeguarding the health of our planet's oceans for future generations.
That is the end of Section 4. Now, you have half a minute to check your answers. Now turn to Section 4.
You will hear lecturer talking about the impact of overfishing on global food security.
First, you have some time to look at question 31 to 40. Now listen carefully and answer question 31 to 40.
Overfishing is one of the most pressing environmental and socio-economic challenges of our time, with profound implications for global food security. As demand for seafood continues to rise, unsustainable fishing practices are depleting fish stocks at alarming rates, threatening the livelihoods of millions and jeopardizing the stability of marine ecosystems. Fish is a vital source of protein for over 3 billion people worldwide, particularly in coastal communities where alternative protein sources may be scarce or expensive. Overfishing disrupts this critical food supply by reducing the population of commercially important species, such as tuna, cod, and salmon, to unsustainable levels. When fish stocks collapse, it becomes increasingly difficult for communities to meet their nutritional needs, especially in regions heavily dependent on fishing for subsistence. Beyond food supply, overfishing also undermines the economic foundation of many nations. The fishing industry supports millions of jobs, from small-scale fishermen to large-scale processing facilities. As fish populations decline, the livelihoods of those working in the industry are at risk, exacerbating poverty and inequality in vulnerable communities. One of the main drivers of overfishing is illegal, unreported, and unregulated IUU fishing. These practices not only harm marine ecosystems but also destabilize global markets, making it difficult for sustainable fisheries to compete. Additionally, bycatch, the unintentional capture of non-target species, further reduces biodiversity, impacting the health of ocean ecosystems and diminishing future fishing yields. Climate change exacerbates the problem by altering ocean temperatures and ecosystems, pushing fish stocks into unfamiliar regions and making them harder to manage. Combined with overfishing, these shifts pose a significant threat to long-term global food security. To address this issue, international cooperation is essential. Stricter enforcement of fishing quotas, expansion of marine protected areas, and the promotion of sustainable fishing practices can help restore fish populations. Innovations in aquaculture also offer potential solutions, though these must be carefully managed to avoid new environmental problems. In conclusion, Overfishing is not merely an environmental issue, it is a critical challenge to global food security. Sustainable practices and international collaboration are essential to ensure that future generations have access to both healthy oceans and reliable food sources.
That is the end of section 4. Now, you have half a minute to check your answers.